Hello and salutations! My name is John Johnson and welcome to another episode of Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Navi. What the frick do you have to say this time? You said at the end of last episode, shut up! Speaking of last episode, we finished up the almost said fire temple. We finished up the water temple in the last episode, which was pretty cool. Because it was water, and water tends to be cool unless it's not. But hey! Okay, that was horrible, and I apologize profusely. And last episode, we finished up the water temple. That was pretty much it in this episode. We're not going to be doing just a super ton, to be honest with you. It's probably going to end up being a bit of a shorter episode, but I will try and lengthen it out as much as I can. First thing we're going to do is kill this here Gold Skulltula and get Gold Skulltula token number... Gold Skulltula? Gold Skulltula token number 77. That's actually all we need to do right there at the time being. So let's make it daytime, and we can do one more thing here in Lake... excuse me. Actually, we're going to be spending most of the time here in Lake Hylia. All the time here in Lake Hylia of this episode. After we get to Gold Skulltula, let's jump down here and read this here plaque. That was a good landing, Link. Well done. When water fills the lake, shoot for the morning light. Yeah, if he says so. Shoot the sign right there. Hey, looky! Yeah, so this is the first of 3 arrows we'll be getting throughout the game. Spoilers. I know it doesn't work that well when you spoil something and then you say spoilers. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But yeah, this is the first of 3 we'll be getting. Not super useful, to be perfectly honest with you. The last one you get is pretty useful, but it's like a major item. This one and the next, the second type of arrow is actually completely optional. You do not have to get it to really finish the game or anything like that. Yeah, fire said, can your arrows be powered up? If you hit target, it'll catch on fire. And that pretty much explains it perfectly right there. I also just realized there's a crow out there. What you doing out there, crow? You're living a very lonely life, and I'm concerned for your well-being. So yeah, basically fire arrows, they make things go whoosh on fire. Although it'd help if I equipped it, wouldn't it? Yeah, that'd probably be a good idea to do. All I gotta do is equip it like that. And shoot it like that. Yay, and then everything burns to a crisp, and everybody dies. They do use a bit of magic, but like I said, they're not like super useful most of the time. There are some specific puzzles and all that use them, but honestly, most of the time, not a super big deal there. The special arrows. It's kind of disappointing, and they do a lot more with them in the later installments. Like Wind Waker, they use them a lot more, and they also make it a lot easier to equip and unequip. Because you just kind of cycle through them by pressing the right trigger on the GameCube button. But in this game, you kind of have the Iron Boots deal where you just have to equip and unequip it all the time. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and unequip it now so I don't end up wasting my magic and all that. Because there are a few times you actually... Ooh, money. There are a few times you actually need them, and running out of magic at those point in times tends to kind of suck. Okay. So now that's done, we're here in the fishing pond. Let's talk to this dude here. Hey, mister. That's not the voice I gave him before, John. I remember you. It's been a long time. How many years has it been? 7 years. What have you been doing all this time? Actually napping, to be perfectly honest with you. I slept hard, man, too. You're my only customer. I'm almost out of business. The fact that you've actually stayed in business 7 years without any other customers, that's actually pretty impressive on you. That's good financial skills. So yeah, we want to fish, and we don't have rumble pack, and we know no rumble for you. Okay, listen up. You fish, and you walk up to the water. We know how to fish. We did this before. I'm so generous, I'll let you fish for as long as you blah blah blah. That's fish. For as long as you blah blah blah. Before we actually fish, I want to do something. You may have mentioned, or you may have saw that he mentioned his hair. I didn't read it out loud, but basically he's concerned about his hair for some reason. So let's see why. If I can actually do this. This is actually the second recording attempt of this episode. And it seems like I'm going to have the exact same problem I did last recording attempt. And that is finishing this up. I'm actually going to cut until I do this right. Because I don't feel like wasting all of your time and mine. Mine, not mind. There's not a D in the word mine, John. There's just not. Thank you! For love all this holy, I finally got it. Do you guys have any idea how long that actually took? That was stupid. I was legit starting to think that you couldn't do it on anything but file 1. Because file 1 is my practice file, and I got it my first friggin' time. Here? Not so much. It took me forever. Jeez, that was stupid. That's like half this episode's recording. Half of this recording... excuse me, half of this recording so far has been me trying to get that friggin' hat. Good, that was stupid. Anyways, you can steal his hat, and it's funny because he's bald. Yeah. And we can use it as bait. Actually, I don't know how that works. Like, does that help anything, I wonder? Let's, what we're supposed to be doing, by the way, I suppose I should probably mention, is, you remember when we were kids and we came fishing here, he mentioned that if we came back when we were adults, the fish should be all grown up and stuff, and we might be able to get some bigger ones. We're supposed to be in here to get the bigger fish, which I'm trying to sneak my way over. Don't know how it's going to work with the hat on the lure, though. Not sure how that's going to play out, but we'll find out. Because it's going to be funny either way. Do they even... Oh, and the hat sinks. What? Why are you doing this to me? What are you thinking? I'm not going to let you get off that easy. You have to pay me 50 ruby fine. Aw, seriously? Aw. Well, that's apparently what happens if you drown his hat. You know what? I'm okay with it, though, because as much crap as you put me through when I was trying to steal your friggin' hat, I'm fine with paying 50 rubies for sweet, sweet hatty justice. Alright, that's the big fish we're trying to get. It's like, it's big, and a fish and stuff. It can be quite difficult to get, to be perfectly honest with you. Even when it does bite, the fight it puts up is actually pretty intense. Oh, hey, look, there's a hat under the log. And you can see it can actually take a while for it to actually even get injured in the first place. It is that one right over by the log, though. That's the perfect one we need to get. So yeah, that's good. I think I mentioned it before, but I had a cousin that would only... He would make me play through this game up to this point, just so he could go fishing right here. And I will admit, in terms of video game minigames, games within games, this is probably one of my favorite ones. Which I'm a pretty big fisher in real life as well. I love fishing, and I think this is kind of part of that. It does relax me a little bit. I do enjoy the fishing minigame as much as people rage about it, especially this part right here, trying to catch this big fish. Aw. Personally, I think it's probably one of the funner parts of the game, more fun parts of the game. Whatever the proper English is there. I don't know. You guys don't come to me to learn English. At least I really hope not, because you are in the wrong place, good people. If you're coming to me to learn English, you need to reevaluate some of your learning possibilities. Come on, fishy, bite. No, I don't want the little fishy. I want the big fishy. Come on. Come on. One of you's gonna bite it. It's gonna be the big one. It's gonna be a big one. It's gonna be... It's nobody. It's neither one of them. Crap. Well, no, that one. Okay, I was about to say, I lost it. A few more times, then I'll probably end up speeding up. Although, this episode's gonna end up being really short, so maybe I need to drag this out a little bit. Just a little bit. We'll find out. I don't know. Do you guys enjoy fishing? Personally, I think it's one of the... my dad was a big outdoorsman. Like, he loved to hunt and fish and all that. And to be perfectly honest with you, I hate hunting. I can't stand going out there that early. It's just not my hobby. Fishing, however, is probably the one, like, outdoor activity we could ever really get into that much. Because I wasn't really into sports or football or baseball, which are sports, so it's kind of an umbrella term. I guess I should have just left it there. I was never big on sports or anything like that like he was. And I think fishing really gave me and my dad, like, something to... Whoa! Dude, chill out, man. I'm coming for you. Relax. You're getting impatient, dude. I think fishing was probably, like, our one retreat with each other, if that makes any sense. That we really both enjoyed doing with each other. Come on, fishy, fishy, fishy. Come on, fishy, fishy, fishy. Come on. Bite the friggin' lure. Even I'm starting to get a little irritated. People do rage a lot about this part right here, because it can be, I guess, a little time-consuming more than anything. Because, I mean, you can see the fish does not latch on very easily. Come on. And whenever he does, it's actually a bit of a fight to bring him in. It can take a while, is my point. I don't know what the longest I've ever heard of this taking is, but I usually get it within about 10-15 minutes. It's not like... It's not the grave digging game. I'll put it like that. It's nowhere near as bad as the grave digging game. Oh, it's not near as bad as the grave digging game. But then again, like I said, I do enjoy fishing, and I enjoy this minigame a lot. It's probably one of my favorite parts of the entire game, to be perfectly honest with you. His hat down there is just making me laugh. There we go! Hey, looky there. His hat down there is just like making me laugh every time. So I don't think there's any real secret to this besides just holding down A and trying not to snap the line, which I think you can do in this game, if I remember right. I think we did it before, didn't we? I don't remember. But my basic rule of thumb is just whenever he jumps out of the water like that, let go of the control stick. I think they actually use that scheme in Twilight Princess or maybe another game. Get over here. And then just kind of jerk the stick from left to right every once in a while. Try and go against whichever way he's going. I don't know if that actually does anything, but I know that's how it is in certain other fishing games. And I don't know, that just kind of like translates over for me for whatever reason. Come on. Use a good little fishy. I'm gonna bring in. I don't know what other sized fish there are in the pond. I'm sure there are other big ones, but this is the one we actually need to really bring in and get the grand prize and all that. Which the prize is pretty good. I mean, as much as I see people rage about this part of the game, I don't know if it's quite worth it, to be perfectly honest with you. It's not necessary to beat the game, and it's really just not a super great reward. It's one of those Zelda type rewards that it's a reward that leads you to other rewards, usually heart pieces. Majora's Mask is bad about that. Certain masks exist in Majora's Mask that only allow you to get heart pieces. Like, that's their entire purpose in the game, that and just generally being collectible. This is kind of like one of those situations where the reward you get for doing this lets you get one or two other rewards, maybe a few more, that aren't really necessary to beat the game, but they tend to make the game a little bit easier. Man, I'm sucking bringing this thing in, too. I should have... I am not showing my well-toned angular skills here. Oh, but I am bringing them a little closer. Come on, come on. Come on, you big hunking thing, fish, man, thing. You're not a fish, man. You're just a fish. Come on, get in. Oh. We have zoomed out of the camera. That is a good sign. Come on. Come on. God, the fish. There we go. Look at how huge that fish is. Holy crap. Oh my gosh. This fish is gigantic. I just said that. Thank you. A fish this big can't even fit on the screen. And I can't weigh it accurately, but it looks like it's about 23 pounds. Wow. Holy crap. That's a big fish. Can't even fit on the screen. You'll want to keep this one, right? Yeah, don't keep... Okay, yes. I would have felt so bad if I accidentally pressed A right there. I would have been very sad. I don't know if I've ever gotten that specific test that said it can't fit on the screen. That's kind of funny. We had a little Deadpool moment there. Alright, Hattie Fishman Bald, sir. Measure my fish. What do you want? I want you to weigh my fish. Whoa! This fish is huge! It looks like a new record. It weighs at least 23 pounds. Seriously? Okay, here's your prize. And for that, we get the golden scale. Jump into the water and press A. Now you can dive much deeper than you could before. Yay. Alright, that's all we actually gotta do here in the fishing game. Actually, to be perfectly honest, this is one of my casual playthroughs. I probably keep playing the fishing game for a little while, because like I said, I actually enjoy it a decent amount. But, for the purposes of this LP, we are done. There. Now we gotta do one thing here in Lake Hylia before we end the episode. I do apologize that we didn't really get a whole lot done this episode, to be perfectly honest with you. Well, I mean, we got a few rewards and all that, but it's kind of a shorter episode, I think. I don't know how much time I'm gonna take showing me trying to get his friggin' hat. I still can't believe it took me that long. Like I said, this is actually the second recording session, and the first one I ended up quitting because I got so irritated because of how long it was taking me to get his friggin' hat. So, I'm glad I got it done, though, and we can move on with the rest of our lives, knowing that we have ruined that poor man's life. I'm very happy about that. So anyways, now that we got the golden scale, we can come here in the lakeside laboratory, jump in the pool, and then we just have to dive. No, don't climb. That's the exact opposite of what I told you to do. Dive. Yeah. Basically, now that we have the golden scale, we can dive all the way to the bottom of the pool here, and wait for it. Yay, we get that lovely noise that all Zelda fans love. Thus the term lovely. And after that, we can just grab the ledge here and talk to old thing person. You may not have noticed, but I've been watching you. You see, that's a problem for me because it's really creepy and I don't like it. So you just shouldn't. You touched the bottom just now. Indeed I did. Fantastic. I'll give this to you for whatever reason. And with that, we got the high completed another high container. Your maximum life energy is increased. Punk. Alright, so that's actually it for this episode. Like I said, I know it was kind of a cop-out episode. I do apologize, but it was really just the only good time we could cut this episode. So, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, like if you like, leave a comment telling me what I did right, what I did wrong. Subscribe if you want to see more, and please share with your friends, and I will see you next time. in The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of... Dang! Sorry. I felt like trying to make it as epic as I possibly could, and that was really the only thing I could think about. Alright, I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, 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 goodbye.